now I'm looking at my rear quarter inner panel coverings. I don't know what you want to call them, but I've got two sets. One is pretty rusted out. You can see this one here on the bottom. It's not bad, but it's not good either. I mean, this is gonna be, you won't be able to see this. Let me turn it over. Pretty rough shape. What I'm thinking of doing is basically I'm looking at media blasting these. So there's one, and I have one in better condition here. It still looks pretty rusty, but at least it's not all broken up on the bottom here. And then I have these two. This one's in really rough shape. If you look at the bottom right here, real rough shape. But again, that'll be tucked away. I think it's gonna be fine. I might just media blast it. And then I got this one here, which is in better condition. And let me flip this over. These are pretty, vinyl's very rough on these. I'm gonna talk to the guy who's doing my seats and see if he can basically, if I can get him some vinyl and if he can just recover these. And I'll just media blast them and get them all, you know, get all that rust off there. And here are the quarter panel covers for the each side. These are pretty rough as well. You know, if this was a daily driver, I think I can clean these up really good, actually. But for show, I don't think it's gonna cut it. Let me flip it over. I may again media blast these, the metal part on top there, and we'll see how it goes. But that's just kind of thinking out loud right now. What I'm thinking of doing is getting these cleaned up. I'm definitely gonna replace these here. But it's these other parts here. I was looking them up. At least I got to do some more research, but it looks like the reproductions are plastic. So I'd rather have the factory metal ones. And what I'll do is I'll clean them up, media blast them, paint them, get them reupholstered, and install them. So that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hey everybody, thank you for watching Weekend Garage. So on this episode, I need to catch up on some things that I didn't actually do in the last episode. I did mention that I needed to install the windlass around the headliner, but I had to wait on that because the cell panels hadn't came in yet. But I do have the cell panels. I picked them up from PUI, and I'll do a video kind of just showing a close-up so you all can see the part number. I opened it up already, and I ordered 2 sets, so kind of irritated about that. All right, so I'm pretty stoked here. These are already upholstered. They've got the same headliner fabric on them. I was not expecting that. A lot of things that I've been seeing on the internet, you just gotta upholster them yourselves. And I haven't taken them out of the plastic yet. Maybe they do need to be glued on. But if they do, everything looks like it's just gonna fit nice and snug. So here's the part number again for you to look at. And I goofed up. I ordered 2 sets. So in this package here, there's a set of cell panels. Well, I ordered 2 of these, so I got an extra set of cell panels. Another thing I need to do is the garnishes for the A-pillars in the front there. You know, they came with I think they call it like an E-coating. You know, they came out really nice, but there's some scratches on them and stuff, just some scuffs. So I'm going to hit them with 400 sandpaper and go ahead and get those things painted and ready to go so I can get those installed as well once the windlass is all put in, of course, after the cell panels. Then I got to work on getting the Dynamat completed, at least as much as I can put on the floor area. And my door panels came in as well. I haven't opened them up yet. And I did order, let me grab them real quick. I do have these, I don't know what you call them. These that go basically where your window goes in the back seat, right? The quarter window here, and then you got another panel that sits below it with the ashtray. So these are brand new because the ones that I had were just thrashed, literally. So I got to basically cut the hole out for the window crank. Kind of see how these are going to fit in. Also, I need to finally get the windows all lined up so they're going to roll up and down properly and get all the gaps taken care of on that before I put the door panels on. So that's kind of critical. So I'm hoping I can figure that out. If not, I may have to call a lifeline and get one of my buddies in here to help me with that. So I gotta hit that. Also, another thing that I need to do as well, I got to work on getting the garnish pieces for the bucket seats. I got to get those all cleaned up and I got to paint them because the seats should be done any day now if they're not done already. I got to reach out to the guy. So I got to get all the garnish pieces for the seats, for the front bucket seats, all cleaned up and sprayed with a fresh set of vinyl paint as well. So a lot of stuff to do. Let's get in here. I know I probably missed some other things that I want to do as well, but let's get on it. Well, I'm glad that I accidentally purchased 2 sets of cell panels because this driver's side is no good. I'm not going to use it. Look at it. It's all bubbled up. Let me show you the passenger. Big difference on the passenger side. It turned out really nice. But I got to get rid of the driver's side. I know, look at those wrinkles, makes me sick. I'm going to try to steam them, see if I can get them out. Alrighty, I got these A-pillar garnish covers all painted up. Everything turned out really nice. They turned out good. So I'm looking forward to getting these things put on. All right, I just finished up installing these A-pillar garnishes. These things are amazing. You know, I'll tell you, for an aftermarket piece, they fit like factory. I mean, I couldn't believe it. With precision, everything went in. There's a screw on the top right here. And then on the bottom, there's a screw. I put a black screw on the bottom. I think the factory had a chrome one because I got chrome screws from AMK products, but I put a black one there, you know, again, just to make it look clean. But I'll tell you what, these things are awesome. I'm very impressed. You know, again, I got these from Original Parts Group. These are the Resto Parts brand. And I tell you what, they work for me. And yeah, so check them out. All right, one other thing that I needed to add as well that I didn't even realize was an additional part, a garnish part, is there's a rear window molding. So basically your windlass comes down the back window here to the bottom on both sides, basically where the package tray is. And this part here basically covers, is like a little void area there, one on each side, and this is like just a little part that covers it. Another thing, again, so I ordered 2 of these. I ordered 2 of the coat hangers. What happened basically is it was on a day that I was getting ready to take my family to the beach. So I was just trying to hurry up before I left in hopes that when I got back that everything would be on its way and possibly some of the parts would already be here. But anyway, so that's what happens. Don't rush when you're ordering stuff. So one thing that I noticed, I got these from 2 different places apparently. This is a Resto Parts brand. Actually, it's Corvex, but it says Resto Parts on the sticker. But here, let me show you all this so you can see the part number. Okay, and I think I might have gotten this from, from the Parts Place. Parts Place stickers on it. Again, these are the same, basically the same garnish pieces, but I did notice when I stumbled across it, I had 2 from 2 separate orders. These are from Trim Parts, but these are actually GM licensed parts. So, you know, I always try to go with the GM licensed parts if I can find them. And I'm just looking at these. I'm not going to open both of them. I mean, this looks like a good part here, but this one I can tell, this garnish piece here looks like it's glossy black. Oops. Where this GM license part it just looks like a satin color, so it's not all glossy and shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and run with this, and here's the part number for that. So I just wanted to show you guys this, and I'm going to get this slapped on. All right, here's what that back garnish piece looks like. Let me turn the camera around. So you're looking at the rear package tray in the right corner there, and then of course there's one on the left side too. But turned out pretty nice. All right, I just got these parts media blasted, went over my good friend Ray's house, and he was kind enough to let me use his media blaster once again. And so I got the steering shaft media blasted, and these panels, these are the ones that go in the rear, in the back seat area, that they have the ashtray that's on the top there. Now I'd media blasted these over there, and then we hit them. Actually, Ray hit them with the grinder, you know, with the grinding wheel, with the grinding pad, I should say. Afterwards, they were really rough, but we cleaned them good enough and got pretty much all the rust off of it. You know, it's got a lot of pitting and stuff, but actually that's probably maybe a little bit deeper rust, but I mean, I hit it pretty good with the media blaster. But what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to coat these with POR 15, and this way everything is all encapsulated, everything's going to be good. The other side obviously is in much better condition. On the same over here too, you can see that I've got a lot of rust down here. But again, the other sides of the panels look really good. And but you know, I'm not aware of these being reproduced, at least in metal. So I'm gonna just basically get these coated with POR 15, and then send them over to my upholstery guy to put some upholstery on them. And then these are these other side pieces that go up on the sides of those little garnish pieces as well. These cleaned up really nice. I'm very happy about that. So I'm gonna put some primer on these right here, and then get them ready for paint. You know, of course, these panels here, I'm just gonna directly coat them with POR 15, and then the steering shaft here, I'm gonna get it ready for paint. All right, got this one coated with POR 15. Turned out really nice. So gonna jump on the next one. All right, I got the seat garnishes. We're washing the other one right now, but I just wanted you to see. I'm gonna use this SEM prep soap that I used on the dash. These are really rough, but I'm gonna clean them up and paint them with vinyl paint, and we'll see how they look when everything's done. All right, so I need to replace the lock tumbler here. If you all remember, I bought a whole key set, lock and key set for the car. And when I got the steering column from Koenig's Classics, actually, he gave me a key that matches this. But I wanted to go ahead and just swap this out since I have the whole set. And all right, so I just need to take this little clip off here then once I remove this, we'll be able to take this cover off. I got to put the little turn signal lever on there, so I was going to have to take this apart anyways. So let's get this off. Gently slide that out. And this whole mechanism here. Okay, so basically inside there is a little slot that you stick a screwdriver, that you could stick a screwdriver in, or stick a butter knife. But there's a slot in there. It's hard to see. It's right just to the left of where the screw hole is. If you stick a screwdriver in there or a butter knife, it'll release the tumbler. All right. So I just got that stuck in there. And this is going to pull out. As you see, just like that. And obviously I want to put this new one in its place. So same deal here, set that there, drop this one in there. Okay, so basically I use this again just to kind of, I had to basically use it to push this thing in here to be able to slide this cylinder lock in there. And then while I was sliding there, I was just kind of wiggling a little bit and then pressing this button, because this button turns the little cam inside of the steering column, and by pressing that, I was able to basically drop this all down. So now I have the same key lock that I have for the rest of the car. So okay, I got this turn signal lever from OPG. This is a Resto Parts brand. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed on there. And get that screw in there. Okay, so again, I got all these other screws tightened up pretty good. I also got the hazard knob as well, so I'll go ahead and put this on while I have everything. I mean, it doesn't matter that it's taken apart, but while I have it on the bench here, I'm going to put this hazard knob on, and we should be good to go. And I think it doesn't come with a screw. I think what I may end up doing is, I thought I bought a screw. I got to look in my stuff. If not, I can take the screw off of my steering column that came in the car. So let me look for that.